谁讲？那个阿咪打不进去。
这个讲 enemy。
讲，那你讲在 enemy 打不进去？
这个比赛。
我觉得你的 bag 呢？
别在那边。
为什么你没拿呢？
I asked him how he take, cause I want to wear the jacket. Yeah, he just take it by phone down.
你刚拿回来。
我刚拿回来，他讲 I help you take.
Okay, later and go school, you very much.
你知道咩？洗衣服收晒。你知咩叫洗衣服收晒？嗰個男。这个大门挡住了。 Enough for the what? Oh. Up. Up. Oh.威尼斯。So we like go one round. 也不会是 one full round 啦 not possible. Don't go too near the crowd. Later all I might attack you. 港，
去手
嗯，
很久没有跟
西港，
Is this your first time in Venice?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Let's start with some generic information about the city, okay? Now, Venice is an island, of course, easy guess, right? But Venice has always been an island. The long bridge that connects the city with the mainland, it was built just in the 19th century during the Austrian domination, and it is the only bridge. If something happens, we are stuck right here. Careful. In the past, the only way to reach the city was by boat or ship, of course. I said that Venice is an island, but actually it is a group of small islands, right? Almost 120, connected by more than 400 bridges, crossing 178 canals. Around we have other islands that are not linked with the historic center where we are now. You already know the most famous Murano, Torcello, on the north side of the lagoon. Around the water, what kind of water do you think it is? Salty or fresh water? Question 50% correct.
mix.
This is brackish water. Both. It's a mix, right? It's a lagoon. The seawater comes inside the lagoon through three inlets called Lido, Malamocco and Chioggia. But it also mixes with the waters of the rivers coming from the mainland, so it's brackish water. But of course we are connected with the Adriatic Sea, right? So in Venice, every 6 hours we have a tide, low tide, high tide. When we have high tide and at the very same time we have this wind blowing from southeast called Scirocco, we are sometimes flooded. That's what we call in Venice the acqua alta, high water, an exceptional tide covered with water. So the question is, why did the Venetians decide to saturate here in this lagoon, in these islands? Why? Well, we know this. To be protected by water, not destroyed, and protected by this peculiar defense. In every sense,
那个脸很冷，
真的，那风这样吹很冷。
when the very first
好像没有什么风了，风就很大了，讲了。
until when a little French businessman called Napoleon came here in 1797, the day of the end of the Republic. Now careful, the French stole many beautiful things from here, many works of art, of course. Then the Austrians came to steal the rest. And then, when there was nothing more to steal, Italians came. Of course, we are always late for everything, as before. Just in 1866, with the King of Italy, Victor Emmanuel II. This man united Venice with Italy. So now we are Italians, and about the past, we have just some souvenirs. And the best ones are located right here, in St. Mark's Square, the Duke's Palace, and of course, the church, the Basilica. We go through the center, you see later, somehow for us now it's low season, which means it is not that crowded, right? But the city is waking up, you see later, many groups, plenty of people, especially in the square. So from here, my advice is always the same. Stay together, close to me, and if necessary, just if necessary, push gently and kindly like bulldogs. And the focus with everybody, because everybody. Gothic style was born in France. One of the most important, most famous Gothic building in the world is the Cathedral of Notre Dame in Paris, right? This is quite different, richer in colors and decorations. We call this Venetian Gothic style because in Venice we had, and we have still today actually, deep influences from Orient. I didn't tell you before, when the Western Roman Empire fell, Venice formally was under the power of the Byzantine Empire, right? Byzantine Empire because the capital was called Byzantium, then Constantinople, nowadays Istanbul in Turkey. No? And this was a huge luck for Venice, to begin at least, because the city here became the only connection point between Eastern world and Western world. So all the merchants from all over Europe used to come right here to buy luxury goods imported from Orient. Luxury goods means what? Mainly two things. You know this for sure. Have you heard about Marco Polo? Marco Polo is Venetian, 13th century, one of the first marriages in China, which means the Silk Route. Silk and spice. Sold in the Asiatic market to Europeans from the very same stock from the 9th century. So influenced from Venetian Gothic style, Oriental Venice is a Byzantine, but never Orthodox, always Roman Catholic. Just to complicate our life on top of this. Behind the beautiful building here, this was and this is the public library. Somehow we have to consider the square as one monument composed by three buildings: the Dornish Palace, the public library, and the church, which means politics, religion, and culture together to control it from the 13th to the 16th century. Here we are later, 16th century, from Rome to Florence, we call this Renaissance and the architecture. Renaissance means the rebirth of the Greek and the Roman architectures together. That's why we have Greek columns and Greek capitals with the Roman arch, right? Roman arch is the house of the circle called rounded arch, completely different from the Gothic, the pointed arch, right? To recognize a style more to the arch, and then the Byzantine style, the first one, the Basilica. Around the bell tower is the real square, better pointed pieces, better buildings, better pictures, better
Square.
Christian Bible is divided in two parts, the Old Testament and the New Testament. Right? The New Testament is composed of four Gospels. Saint Mark wrote one of the Gospels. So he's an important saint following the Christian hierarchy, a saint that could give a new power at the base of the new state. But they also chose him because he wasn't Greek, to avoid connection with Constantinople, and he wasn't Roman, which means connected with the power of the Pope. This church right here never was the cathedral in the past, because today cathedral means bishop, and bishop means the power of the Pope. One stuck in the nose. They don't want to see. Why? Because the Venetians were smart in the past, not like now. They had covered the body with pork meat. Remember, they are Turks. How it works? They are Muslims, right? Muslims. The Muslims. They considered pork meat something impure, so they didn't want to check the basket, leaving the virgin's feet to go. That's how they stole the body. When the body came here, Saint Mark is see today, the body is inside, in high heart. Of course, the church is an also Roman Catholic church. It's consecrated with the service every Sunday, every day actually, in the morning. But if you want to visit the church, it's free of charge, and this is the way in, that's why the line, right? It's open 9:30, 9:45, and it closes 5 o'clock. So if you want to visit the church at the time, go. It's amazing inside, because the ceiling is fully covered with mosaics, right? These are tiny mosaic plaster at the bottom, right? The colors are realized and adding oxidized minerals into the purified glass. Not the gold. The yellow part is gold, which means a transparent piece of glass is slowly like a pavement of gold through the plastic. 24 carats, pure maximum, not 24. To your fiancé, 11 carats. To your wife, 13 carats. To your lover, 18. Not to God, 24.
In the past.
Like the artist over here. And all the background of the mosaic is made of gold. Because again, this is a Byzantine church. And following the Byzantine idea, the gold represents the paradise we got, the light. The gold in the background does allow a perspective, a third dimension, because in the paradise there are no dimensions, there's no time and no space for the gold. And all the mosaics of the facade were restored in the 19th century. The only original mosaic of the facade is the last one, at the edge, on the left. We have the most famous on the right, and the most important on the left. And over there, you see the difference between the Byzantine style and the Renaissance, okay? The perspective. Take a look.
driving.
This is the only original mosaic of the facade. It is right here from the 13th century, 1268, right? Byzantine style over here on the right, Renaissance. The difference is the perspective. You know, first half of the 15th century, this Italian architect in Florence, not in Venice, in Florence, Filippo Brunelleschi, invented the perspective, the third dimension. So even with the background made of gold, we have the third dimension. But out here, Byzantine side, two dimensions. People stare at the views. Inside the ceiling of this church, it is fully covered with this technique. We are talking about 8,597.3 square meters of mosaics, something like 90,000 square feet, with gold leaf 24 carats. Just to give you an idea how rich this city was in the past. And now we are poor because they spent all the money in the 40s. Actually, we stole everything. The mosaics were made in Venice, about stealing stuff. What about the marbles? See, the decoration somehow is simple. Two materials. Glass from Murano. What about the marbles? We don't have any marbles here. Venice is a lagoon, no rocks. They come from where? One city in particular, far from here. Not in Italy, from Orient. Let's say 10% from Greece, 90% from one town, not nation, town. They come from Istanbul, Constantinople. Yes, yes, because in 1204 we had the so-called Fourth Crusade. At the time, the Doge, the president here, was the leader of this military campaign, and he just wanted to conquer Constantinople instead. Okay? He was called Enrico Dandolo. He was 90 years old. He was blind, and he could conquer a city that remained untouched for centuries. Great achievement. And from Constantinople, the Venetians stole many beautiful things, including all the marbles you can see here. They are imported, which means stolen. Napoleon stole, we import. This is actually one of the most beautiful buildings in the square. We call this the clock tower because there's a clock that still today works. We see from the other side. On the very top there are two male figures striking the bell every hour. From here you can see a winged lion with the open book, right? Well, this is a symbol of Mark the Evangelist, our patron saint. You know, following the Christian iconography, each evangelist has a symbol with wings. Saint Matthew, an angel, Saint John, an eagle, Saint Luke, a bull, Saint Mark, the lion. It became also the symbol of the Republic of Venice. Below the lion, you can see the Virgin Mary with the baby in the middle, Roman numbers for the hours on the left, Arabic numbers for the minutes on the right. And the minutes, they change, but every 5 minutes. So, it's 30, it's going to be 35, 40, 45, 50, not 31, 2, 3, no, every 5 minutes. And this blue circle here, the clock face, well, that is the universe, you know. We have the Earth in the center, the phases of the moon below, and the sun in relation with the zodiac signs, right? But more important, why is the Earth in the center of the universe and not the sun? Because it's too early, we are in 1499. At the time, the model of the universe was the geocentric theory, with the Earth in the center. Then Copernicus and Galileo, the Italian astronomer, they changed everything with the heliocentric system. And Galileo was almost killed by the church, burned alive, barbecued, for the heliocentric system. Helio in Greek means helium in Latin, sun, with the sun in the center. Useful info, if you pass below the clock and you go straight, and go straight in Venice means move like a snake and follow the crowd. In 10 minutes you reach the famous Rialto's Bridge. It's a famous location here, the bridge crossing the Grand Canal, Rialto. 10 minutes for a man, 1 hour for a lady. It goes full of shops, Dolce Gabbana, Gucci, Chanel. The temptations, be careful. That's why now we turn right, avoiding the temptations. Look down. Avoid the temptation, go down. Very slow. Just making sure we're all together. Take a look here. No time for you. Bless you. Stay alive. And hospitals not for look around. It's an artistic.
Thank